Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Week 10 of NFL football action. I am Johnny Carter. Unfortunately, you're used to someone else being here, Max Turner. He is not here this week. He's traveling on business, of course. Business. Instead, we have a guest host for you today. You may recognize him from last week. His name is Clay Patterson. Been with Gold Train Locks for a while now. He'll do more than fine. How you doing this week, Clay?
Pretty well, Johnny. Doing pretty well. Glad to be here. Glad to be giving you guys the picks this week.
And we are glad to have you. First, folks, let me talk to you about last week where we had yet again another winning week. A winning week 9, highlighted by 3-0 on our guaranteed winners. The gold mine hit. I hit my third consecutive lock of the week, including predicting that the Giants would beat the Cowboys by 3 touchdowns. The final score, 35-14.
Go back.
Funny. Yeah, weird.
It really isn't.
No. Go back and check week 9 video if you think I'm lying to you, but I'm not. And also, Max, who is not here, hit his gravy train of the year.
Same old,
with
same
the
old.
Arizona Cardinals stopping the St. Louis Rams. Once again, 3-0 on our guaranteed picks. We're going to keep that going this week. Clay, let's do it right now.
All right, start us off in Detroit, will you?
I will. The Jaguars, who have been very disappointing this year, are traveling into Detroit to take on the Lions. They're laying 6.5. The Lions are too much of a mess. I like the Culpepper pickup, but I don't think he can pick it up and do well this week. I'm not sold on the Jaguars. I'm not going to tell you that they're a great team coming back, but I like them to cover the spread this week, minus 6.5.
It's just not enough. 6.5.
I'll Next be taking to Atlanta.
To Atlanta. We got New Orleans and Atlanta battling in Atlanta, and whenever you have two divisional teams, similar records, similar styles, I like the home team here. It's a close spread. Atlanta's only laying 1. I don't think that's enough. Look for Atlanta to cover the spread at home and win this game.
Great. Next to the Meadowlands, where the Rams are coming in to face the Jets. The Jets have shown some great signs, but they also have struggled at times. Very inconsistent. They're laying 9 points this week. I think that's too much. I like the Rams to cover. Not to win the game, but I like them to cover. Look for Brett Favre to throw a couple picks this week, folks.
All right, down to Miami. You got Miami laying 8 against Seattle at home. My philosophy, that is a long trip for Seattle. Seattle does not do well when they come east, and this is about as far east as you can come. Look for Miami to rebound and play well and cover this 8 points easily over Seattle.
Next to Minnesota, where the Packers are coming in to face the Vikings. The Vikings are favored by 2.5, but I really, really like the Packers this game. I think they shred that defense, both on the ground and through the air. Aaron Rodgers, big game. They shut Adrian Peterson down for the most part. I like the Packers. Getting 2.5 points. Sorry,
2.5. I take you to Oakland, where, believe it or not, they still have an NFL team.
Yeah.
It still exists. The Raiders do play. They have a home game on Sunday against Carolina, laying 9.5. You have to love this line. As soon as I saw this line, I laughed my ass off. Pardon me. It is just not enough. Oakland is a disaster. Disaster at the coaching position, at the quarterback position. Everywhere you look, they don't resemble a football team in any way. 3 first downs. That is what they accomplished last week against Atlanta. What a joke. Look for Carolina to go in there and easily win this game by 2 touchdowns, covering 9.5.
Yeah, I agree with you there. 9.5 is a lot for a road team, but against such a bad team as Oakland, we got to do it. Next to San Diego, where again the spread is way too high. Kansas City Chiefs are traveling to San Diego to take on the Chargers. The Chargers are favored by 15.5 points. The Chiefs have shown sign of life, and the Chargers, I don't get what's so great about them. They just haven't gotten it done this year. They may win this game, but 15.5 is way too much. Look for the Chiefs to cover.
All right, next we got the Giants going into Philadelphia, another divisional game. Philadelphia, let's face it, they're still banged up. Pretty decent football team, but in my mind, forget those Tennessee Titans. The New York Giants are the best team in the NFL. They're going to show it again in a big-time game on Sunday. They're only laying 3. Look for them to cover in Philadelphia and prove, once again, like we all know, they are the team to beat in the NFL this year.
Next to Houston, where we have a pick'em game, where Baltimore travels to Houston. No line, just picking who was the winner, and I like Houston in a mild upset. I think Baltimore's a better team, but Houston is always great at home, and I like them to win this game. And now, we are getting to the fun part of the show.
Shall I deliver the gold mine once again?
Please do, Clay.
If you want to look back to last week, folks, I delivered it and it won. Expect more of the same today. You have got to be kidding me with the line coming out of Vegas for this Titans-Bears game. We got Tennessee laying 3 points as an undefeated team going to Chicago, which could not be more of an inconsistent club. We have Rex Grossman, with all likelihood, starting quarterback for Chicago. Are you going to bet on Rex Grossman?
Don't think so.
Not at all. Tennessee, last week, in a game that true winners win, they beat Green Bay in overtime after giving up the lead late. I feel like the Packers are a superior team to the Bears. What that tells you is, if Tennessee can beat Green Bay, look for them to roll over Chicago with ease. Covering 3, take it. Goldmine of the week.
Next, we take you to my lock of the week, which I hate to remind you again, but I have to. I have been right on 3 weeks in a row, and looking for the 4th. I wouldn't bet against me this time. I'm going to take you to Foxborough, where the Buffalo Bills, who have been struggling, an understatement when I say struggling, folks, they come in to take on the Patriots, who have quietly put together a pretty good season. I like the Patriots in this game. They're laying 3.5. I think they win this game by at least a touchdown, if not more. And it is my lock of the week. 4 in a row. It's going to happen this Sunday.
If nothing
Patriots.
else, you got to have common sense, and you can't bet against Bill Belichick in a big divisional game that they need to win at home, nonetheless. If they were on the road, I might even almost like this line. At New England, forget about it.
Sure thing. Unfortunately, Max is not here for the gravy train of the week. I know you are looking forward to it, but look for him to be back next week, and look for Gold Train Locks to continue winning. And before we go, I, as always, have to remind you to email us at goldtrainlocks@gmail.com in order to get our weekly newsletter and Monday Night Parlays. Why haven't you done so yet? Really?
You're throwing money down the toilet if you're betting anywhere else but Gold Train Locks.
Couldn't agree more, Clay. Thank you once again for guest hosting.
My pleasure.
It's been an honor. Look for us to continue the success in Week 10. Another day, another dollar. Thanks a lot, folks. Have a profitable week. Have a profitable weekend.
Enjoy it on Sunday.
Hey, thanks. Thanks.
No problem at all.